So Miguel had a phenomenal first half, 13 points, and you know, there's a lot of talk of the hometown connections across the DMV, but those span internationally. San Miguel and Bruno Fernando played on the Angolan national team in the FIBA Olympic qualifier this summer. Miguel, the only college player and the youngest one on the team. Jack, it is right now 102 decibels. That is how loud the crowd is right now in the Xfinity Center. I mean, these kids are bringing the energy, and I think Maryland is just playing off of that. They love the energy themselves, but these kids are really helping them bring that to the next level. Maryland had 50 free throw attempts in that game. They really know how to drive inside, use their size advantage, and draw that contact. And we've seen it so far early in this game, and that can definitely be a strength Maryland can use against a tough Michigan State defense. Maryland right now is averaging 29 points off the bench a game. They really have so much depth to this team, and Michigan State's not much different. Both teams able to play at least 9 to 7 players a game. Thanks, guys. I'm here with Selton Miguel. Congratulations on the big win. Selton, it feels like each game this season you just continue to build upon one another. Do you feel more comfortable each game in this Maryland uniform?
Yes, for sure. You know, each game is a new conference to me, a new team to me. We are new to each other. So Coach really just keeps saying, stay confident and take game by game. So that's what I'm trying to do, just take game by game every day.
And then coming off the nail-biter loss to Marquette, what were the conversations like before this game? What were your personal goals and team goals coming into this?
It's good. It's early for us, but, you know, we're going to keep getting better every day. You know, it's a lot of things we can do to get better. Coach really, like I keep saying, Coach really keep pressuring every day, just keep getting better and stay together. That's the main thing.
And then one final question for you. I saw Ben Murphy hits the three. You're jumping up and down on the sideline. How great is it to see not only a great win, but a real team win, everyone on this team getting points and minutes?
Oh, that's amazing because, you know, he's a walk-on, but he works hard every day with us, and he's in the gym every day with us, so he deserves it. You know, he deserves it because he's there every day with us. He's an everyday guy, you know, so he deserves that 3.
All right, well, congratulations on the win, and I'm going to send it back to you, Tyler and Jack, at the booth. Alabama to inbound underneath their own basket. Finds Nye, the quick jumper, unable to finish it. Kubek comes up with that defensive rebound. Tibiasu quickly pushing the pace. Tibiasu comes right in front of that Maryland M at the top of the key. Tibiasu still has the ball, finds Poffenbarger in the right corner. Poffenbarger, the bounce pass to Kubek. That one is going to be knocked away by Cody. It's going to stay here with Maryland underneath their own basket.
Quickly on Kubek. She already has 4 rebounds in the first 6 minutes.
Quickly inbounded to Kubek. Sellers, the baseline jumper, and she's got it. That is a sweet spot for Cheyenne Sellers.
She's going to make that shot 9 times out of 10.
Alabama getting set in their own offense. Green, the backdoor cut to Weathers. She's able to find it in an easy layup from Weathers. Nate, you've talked about it. That backdoor cut is open for Alabama every single time.
Every single time. And Maryland's just got to be a little bit more disciplined, not letting anybody get behind them.
Tibiasu with the ball, passes it to Sellers. Sellers on the left wing. Kubek to McLean. McLean down low to Poffenbarger, but she hits that one off the backboard. A turnover for Maryland. Alabama, Weathers. Finds Nye, baseline. Tibiasu able to tip the pass away, but that one is saved by Green to Weathers. Guarded by Sellers. Back to Green. McLean on her. Weathers, 4-3. No good. Kubek, a 5th rebound there for Kubek.
Alabama had Cody on Tibiasu, but they couldn't find her inside of the paint.
Tibiasu passes it to Kubek. Poffenbarger. Poffenbarger on the right wing to McLean. On the elbow, McLean, the 15-foot jumper, no good. Weathers with the rebound, brings it up the floor. Weathers uses the screen from Cody. Looks to get the shot up, looks to pass it to Nye, but Poffenbarger steals that one. She's going to go all the way. And she is fouled on the shot. Poffenbarger headed to the line for 2, and Nye with a foul on the board.
Great vision right there by Poffenbarger. You could tell she's still nursing that ankle a little bit. She wasn't very explosive coming out of that fast break, but still was able to control herself, able to go for the layup, and now she's going to head to the line.
Right there, Weathers was able to beat McLean on the drive to the basket, but was quickly almost surrounded by Maryland defenders, look to pop it out to Nyan. Poffenbarger, like you said, Nate, great vision, stepped in front of the pass and got the fast break. She's gonna knock down that first free throw. Maryland leads 15-14, just above 2.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. The second shot on the line is gonna be no good though.
Rare miss from her. She's shooting 90% this year for the charity stripe.
Barker, working her way through the paint. Guarded by Kubek on the block. Looks to kick out to Weathers, misses it, but luckily is picked up by Collins. That one taken away by Sarah Tibiasu. She is down the floor in the layup for Sarah Tibiasu. 2 more for number 1 as Maryland takes the lead 17-14, just over 2 minutes remaining. Collins hands it off to Barker. Barker trying to find Cody, she does. Cody to Collins. Collins drives. That one is lost. It's going to go out against a Maryland defender. Stays here with Alabama on the baseline.
And this man-to-man defensive approach by Brenda Fries and her staff has worked perfectly over the last couple of minutes. After that immediate timeout, Alabama's looked not really in rhythm offensively.
Weathers to inbound, finds Nye. Back to Weathers. Nye now has it. Finds Cody inside against Sellers. Cody gets the shot off, but it's no good. Sellers, great job on the defensive end. That journey started as a player. Phipps won the Tour-a-thon and led the Terps to the 2010 National Championship. As an assistant coach, she helped lead them to 4 more. Now it's Phipps' turn to be at the helm. Since the 2024 NFL Draft, football fans have been hoping for a specific matchup. The number 1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, versus the number 2 overall, Jaden Daniels. The hometown kid versus the new kid on the block. But the question is no longer when, but if. 6 years. That's how long it's been since Maryland men's basketball has had a 5-star recruit and McDonald's All-American, meaning fans are expecting greatness. At the start of the season, would you have believed the Commanders would be 7-3 through 10 games? Probably not. There was never a question if Derek Queen would be a star for Maryland. He proved that with the 22-point performance against Manhattan. But there were questions on whether or not he had the right pieces alongside him for Maryland to be successful. Well, Rodney Rice is proving he might just be one of those pieces.
Called him up one night and said, look, I got a favor for you. I would like a favor of you. And he's like, anything.
Coach Freddie Walters is talking about the night he called Ben Cruson, whose wife Christy was standing next to him when that call came in.
Freddie was like, Ben, I want your son to play on my lacrosse team. And he was like, well, Kyler's too old.
So, well, I'm not talking about Kyler, I'm talking about Caleb. And he's like, what? And I said, yeah. I want him to be part of the Dark Horse Lacrosse Club. And he's like, absolutely. And I said, I only have one rule. And he's like, what's that? I said, I will not treat him any different than I treat any of the other players on the team.
And that was a great night when he called. It always kind of broke my heart that he wasn't going to be able to play.
He, Christy and Ben's son Caleb, faced challenges from the moment he was born.
Caleb was a week overdue and was born not breathing.
The Crusons found out Caleb was born with cerebral palsy. Caleb grew up going to all of his brother Kyler's games. Everyone at Saints Peter and Paul knew Caleb. He always had the biggest smile on his face, and it was clear to the coaches that he loved lacrosse. Patrick Tracy, the then head coach, heard Caleb say he wanted to play.
You only heard him say it once, and boom, he was on it.
But how could Caleb play lacrosse?
So he grabs the stick, he holds it, and that's where he gets into it. And when he's ready to go, he pulls it back as far as he can, and then he lets it go, and that's his shot, that's his pass.
Every day, he worked with Freddie to be able to drive the wheelchair, hold the stick, and shoot the ball. Sometimes
So hard that he gets blisters on his hands from where he holds it. He doesn't complain, and he wants to keep going.
And Caleb's coach wanted him in the game.
I went into the officials and said, look, I really would like to try to get our boy in the wheelchair at the end of the game. I'll save a timeout, call a timeout, let him come on.
Caleb is now homeschooled, but he's still allowed to play for Saints Peter and Paul. And he told me he loves it. How do you like playing lacrosse?
I like it.
You like it a lot?
Yeah.
Caleb, get the angle here.
He's gonna recreate it.
Goes around, shot, goal!
The whole Severn bench, our bench, everybody on the field huddle around him and start jumping around him. I mean, it was just incredible.
And Caleb?
He just had the biggest smile on his face and just laughing. Oh my, it was priceless.
Severn included Caleb's goal in the official book.
Make him feel like he was a contributor on that day, which I think he was in so many different ways.
The play went viral.
I wasn't expecting it, but I went on, I saw it, and I was like, no way, there's Caleb.
Caleb is teaching us more than we'll ever teach him. And he's teaching us that at the end of the day, it's just a game. And that's probably the biggest thing that, that Caleb brings to the team, just with that smile and his love of life, yet alone the love of lacrosse, is that, hey, be happy with what you have. Life's short. Live it and have fun. And that's Caleb to the T.
Alexa Wootten, CNS TV.
I like being doubted. I think it's more fun and it kind of fuels your fire a little bit.
Fueled by comments like, she's too young. Women can't coach male sports.
People are always going to say things.
Allie Coyle first started coaching soccer at Blair High School as the girls' JV coach. She was teaching English learners physics when some of her students' rec team coach quit. So they asked Coyle to step in to coach a boys' team, which would be her first. A few years later, Coyle became the first woman to win a Maryland boys soccer state title, the school's first in almost 50 years, earning her the respect she had long been disregarded. After the semifinals match, Walt Whitman High School head coach Dave Green, a 7-time state champion coach, conceded and told Coyle, "You outcoached me."
I think out of everything, that comment might mean the most.
Coyle proved to young women that they can successfully coach any sport and any team.
Coaches that coach well are good coaches. But to have a female, a woman, come through and do that is extra special.
Her male athletes got the message too.
I think everything that she's done, she deserves so much recognition. I think it's a step in the right direction because women can be coaches of men's teams and they can do a lot and go win state championships.
We all benefit from that. I mean, it literally will strengthen everything when you have nothing but positive, hardworking adults in front of kids.
I always tell them if someone has an issue with someone we're playing, you don't say anything back. You just put it up on the board, put it on that scoreboard, and that'll do your talking for you.
Coyle learned this years ago when an opposing coach called her lady during an entire match. Her team responded with a win and an Instagram post captioned simply, "Lady." Alexa Wootten, CNS TV.